And you're live.
Alright. Hello, everybody. Good morning. shadoweh91 here, doing some Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Aqua, beginner, any percent. So the first thing we gotta do is start a new game and show that we're picking beginner mode here. Just for, like, you know, proof and whatnot. Just in case I magically get a PB. It could happen. I've gotten PBs during marathons before. I'm playing the PS3 version where the load times are a bit slow, and so yeah, you'll notice that. But we're gonna get to a character select here. Get to choose between Terra, who's basically the hard hitter, the Ventus, who's the quick combo guy, and Aqua, who uses a lot of magic. Obviously, we're picking Aqua. Alright. And timing is going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Our first fight is a bit of a troll. It's the Orbs of Light. They like to not be hit and just kind of warp around the battlefield. I don't really have a consistent strat for it, so we're just gonna pray that they're nice. Also, I mentioned it before the marathon, like when we were setting up. I'm recovering from a bit of a cold, so I apologize if I don't, like, talk or explain much. But I'll try to, like, answer, like, any sort of questions you might have about the run. To the best of my ability. I'll explain mechanics as I go. It was actually a pretty good orbs fight. They actually stayed together for me. Alright, so that was a little thing explaining command styles. Command styles, as you could see, I had a little thing of commands on the bottom left there, between Quick Blitz, Blizzard, and Thunder. You can fill up a gauge that's above it to use your command style, and do, like, finisher moves, which is pretty cool. We're going to be abusing them a lot in this game, because they do a lot of damage. Alright, so we're done with the first world, the Land of Departure, and we're heading to the Castle of Dreams, aka Cinderella's world. And I get to show the optimal movement of cartwheeling, because that's what Aqua does, she cartwheels. While she's cartwheeling, she has invincibility frames as well, which is kind of cool. Also, don't ask, but she's able to cartwheel upstairs. That's some serious arm strength right there. We're going to be grabbing a couple chests that we're going to need for later. We got our first crystal. I'll explain crystals later, once we're able to use them. It'll be used for a mechanic called melding, which I'll explain later. It's not my end, Jan. It's the marathon. What's up, Jan? Alright, do our first menu edit, take off this quick blitz, get the barrier surge that we just got. We're going to be using it to abuse something in the second world, after this one. They're trying something new, having everything look like an old-timey feel. I think it's kind of cool that marathons are willing to try something new. Thanks, Jan. Appreciate the luck. Some of my loyal friends coming to support. Alright, so we're trying to go see Princess, we're trying to go see Cinderella, not a princess. But she's locked up in her room because of her evil stepmother and stepsisters. And Aqua's like, wait, how do I get up there? And then here's the fairy godmother, like, I can take you up there. No problem. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. But first you gotta help her friend Jock the mouse, who's trying to free her with a key. Because somehow mice can unlock doors. I don't get it either. Disney. Alright, so we have our escort mission. Each of the three characters have an escort mission. This is Aqua's. Old-timey commentary? I don't really know how to do old-timey commentary. Sorry. So, we're gonna let... Unfortunately, he didn't pick, like, the best path that he could have gone for me. Because there's still enemies in the way. So Jack's being a bit of a jerk, and, just, you know... not picking the best path he could have picked, and instead just walking right into enemies. Maybe he'll go now? There we go. You did it, Jack. That was kind of a slow escort mission, just because he ran right into the two bruiser enemies, which are the big fat guys. They take a while to kill. This early on. But they're good experience, at least, so I won't need that much once I do start needing experience, because experience and money is very tight in this run. Well, experience not so much. Money, absolutely. We're gonna wander into the forest and go save Cinderella, who's run away because she realized that the glass slipper was hers, and we let her out, and she's like, "No, the glass slipper is actually mine. I want to go to the ball with Prince Charming." And then, like, her pumpkin carriage gets possessed by negative feelings by her stepmother. Disney, I don't get it. You try and explain this, okay? Alright, so we're basically gonna enter our Spellweaver and hope to get some lovely stun locks like that. Over and over again. Until our bar fills up and we can do this. Do our Spellweaver finish. Does a lot of damage, as you can see. Ah, he was a jerk and ate us. Alright, there we go. So, actually wasn't too bad of a first coach fight aside from him eating us. Kingdom Hearts wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts if it made sense. That is absolutely 100% true. I'm not going to argue with that. The weird story is more Squeenix than Disney. Yeah, it is, Susie. Negative feelings can turn your car into a killing machine. This is what we've learned from things like Cars. Disney, or Pixar's Cars. They turn evil with negative I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, we're done with Castle of Dreams. We're heading to the Dwarf Woodlands, Cinderella's world. The evil witch is trying to poison Snow White because she's like, no, I'm the fairest of all. And she succeeds, and she can't be awoken until she gets true love's first kiss because Disney magic, I guess. That's how it works. Alright. There's a couple more chests that I need to grab for later. This first one's right here. It's poison. It does damage over time. You couldn't have guessed. We'll need it for a couple bosses later. With a big old hitbox. It's cartwheeling through these really spoopy looking woods. No problem. Grab this high potion here. Not woken up. True. Alright, so there's another chest that we need to get, and we're getting it a completely unintended way. Normally you can't get this chest until you get an ability called Double Flight. The casual way, at least. But instead, we're gonna do a ledge grab here, and turn the camera, and barrier surge over to this chest. This gives us Fission Firaga, which is basically a Firaga spell that launches the opponent into the air. Pretty nice for early on. Alright, we're gonna do our first menu here. Equip that Fission Firaga we just got, and Poison. Beat this bruiser under me for experience. We need to be level 2 by the time we get to our next boss. Which we'll be doing in this room right here. Where there's a trick I can do, but I'm not very consistent at it. I'm gonna give it a try, see if I can get it. But I do have a backup just in case it goes wrong. Like a quick backup. Grab this shimmering crystal, we're gonna need it later. I'm trying to target these guys, not the other unversed. That's what we're fighting, by the way, they're called unversed. They spawn off of negative feelings. Alright. Alright, the trick... See if I can get it. We're gonna lock onto that potion up there. We actually got it! Pretty cool. Okay, I'm already level 2. I didn't even notice. We're gonna take out this Mimic here for more money. Because, like I said, money's very tight. and we get to fight Magic Mirror. The Magic Mirror, who thinks, who judges the fairest of all, is going to somehow suck us into the mirror and make us fight him. I don't get it either, but yeah. Alright, so we're gonna... This boss is also a bit of a troll. We're gonna hope he doesn't do his attack where he goes side to side and does a wall. Unfortunately, we're already dealing with bad RNG. Or he didn't even let me do a combo. Okay, there's the wall move right there. So now it's basically a matter of RNG trying to find him, and if I don't find him, I just have to wait for his attack to finish. Which it doesn't look like I am. It's the one with the different face, by the way. If anyone's curious. Okay, the circle attack is fine. We're gonna let him do the spin once, then spin again. Magic Mirror's being a bit of a bully today. I almost never get to see this attack, so you can tell it's a bad fight when... Alright. And we have the wall again. Ay. This is a horrible Magic Mirror fight. I lost like a minute there. That was disgusting. Magic Mirror likes to fight, I guess. That's okay. That's why I gave a generous estimate, just in case things go wrong like this. Alright, we're done with, Dwarf Woodlands. The dwarves are sad because she still hasn't woken up, but Prince Charming's here. He's gonna kiss her, and somehow she wakes up. As, Disney. I guess. And she's all better. She's gonna kiss all the dwarves. Everything's fine. Spoilers! Can't believe I'm spoiling like a 70-year-old Disney movie. Can't believe it. Guys, abort the stream. I'm spoiling everything. I'm just kidding. Alright, we're going to Enchanted Dominion now, which is Sleeping Beauty's world. There's a couple cool tricks we can do here. Well, one actually, but two. There's two. We have our first real menu in this world. Spoilers, Kingdom Hearts is like, oh, I can't believe it. Just gonna take out those four guys for more experience. Oh yeah, I should explain what's going on. So Aqua is trying to figure out where her friend Terra is, and it has something to do with Aurora, who's the princess of this world, and her heart has been stolen by the evil Maleficent, and so Aqua is like, I'll save her! And for her efforts for trying to infiltrate the castle, she gets thrown into a dungeon. So another sleepy girl? Mm-hmm. Are you sensing a theme with these Disney movies? Alright, our first unintended trick here, we get to barrier surge up to an enemy here, and do something called a D-Link, which is a dimension link. A dimension link allows us to use Friend's abilities, and we're going to use his ability to sliding dash over to this chest. Again, can't get that chest until we have double flight and glide, so we got it early. And that item, we're actually not even going to be using, we're going to be selling it. So our first menu here, we need a, like, 1200, so we're going to sell a couple things here. And then buy 3 fires, 3 thunders, 3 magnets, and an arrow. And then a menu. Thunder. And then equip our Keyblade that we got from Snow White's world. Early access items? Aqua, Terra, and Ventus in this game. There seems to be a theme. It's like their element. Thinking emoji. Alright, so it turns out Prince Philip was also in the dungeon with us, and we're trying to escape the castle now, so we can rescue Princess Aurora, because she's not actually here. So, this whole Hallgoons fight, and then just escaping the castle in general. So we're going to be using a lot of magnets to pull in enemies together and kill them fast, because it takes them above us. Where's the last enemy? Okay. With this old-timey feel, it almost feels like I'm doing Kingdom Hearts 2 with the timeless river world. That would have been perfect, but unfortunately I don't know how to run KH2. Not yet, anyway. I would like to learn it, and KH1. But for now, BBS, which is like one of the shorter games, and also pretty fun. Same Metabot, same. Live action genie. Alright, the castle escape part. We're basically killing a bunch of dudes, activating some switches, having Prince Philip help us along the way. Gotta kill a certain amount of enemies for each. The first thing we're gonna do is rush over to here, cast Magnet, Thunder. Use our Spellweaver finisher while they're together. Alright. Prince Philip is going to help us out now. Be the gentleman that he is and help us up. Yeah, they're trying something different. I think it's cool. I dig the old-timey feel. Gonna beat up some more enemies here. Pull them together. Again and again and again. He's gonna help us up. Again. But instead of walking all the way over to the switch, let's abuse something. Somehow, we can hit this switch and launch a fireball through it. And that's Castle Escape. Alright, so before the next boss, we wanted to be at least level 4. We're good on that. You need to do some melding. To explain melding, you're basically taking abilities and combining them together to make more powerful abilities. We're going to be using those crystals to get abilities on them. Or skills on them, rather. Bleeding Crystal gives us an ability called Magic Haste, which allows our commands to recharge faster. Alright, so for this, we're going to need a bunch of fires. Like a bunch of them. That's it. We're going to move on to the next boss. Dark games? Wait, I'm sorry, what? Oh, yeah. For sure. I think it's cool that there's marathons out there willing to try new things, you know? Alright, our first boss that we can actually die to, Dragon Maleficent. So, normally, Maleficent is like the big bad queen of Disney villains, and she's all powerful and malicious and such. What are we gonna do to beat her? Launch a bunch of fireballs from behind her while she's breathing fire. I don't get it either. But it works. We're gonna dodge as many of her moves as we can while we're back here. And then attack her leg with Spellweaver, which somehow hurts her head. I don't get it. Also, you're going to be hearing fire a lot, by the way. Just as a heads up. You could say that this run is quite literally fire. Alright, so now she's flying, she's going to help us out. Or he's gonna help us out, rather. We're gonna jump on her, flying a dragon until she goes down. And attack her leg again. Dang it. She flew away again. Like she's on a sliver of health. It's so annoying. Okay. That's fine. At least Fireball's home in. This game is lit! It's fire! Fire! As Aqua would say. And she's dead. And now we've awakened Princess Aurora. And Aqua's like, how do you feel? I'm like, I feel good. I awakened my true love. And that's Sleeping Beauty. Alright. So while we've been scouring worlds, we have still yet to find our other two friends, Ventus and Terra. Because that's basically what Aqua's doing. She's searching for her friends. Wondering where the heck they went. Our next world, Radiant Garden, in the other KH games, features a bunch of Final Fantasy characters. It's kind of their home. You won't be seeing any of them here, though. Not in Aqua's story, at least. Try to take a drink here, because my throat's getting a bit sore again. Talking too much. Right. So there's a certain crystal that I need that I can get with Snow White here. It's a bit random when it'll actually drop, or when it'll actually be stolen from these enemies right here. We're gonna put him to sleep first. Then use Grumpy. There we go, we got it. Yes, my run yesterday, I was doing, it took way too long to get. So I'm glad that I managed to get it relatively quick there. That crystal allows us to get an ability called Experience Walker. It's exactly what it sounds like. You walk around, you gain experience. Alright, so we're gonna get another few commands here. We need Magnet and Arrow. We're gonna hope that they level up during this fight. If they don't, it's not terrible. You even get to watch the movie yet? Yeah, that's Sleeping Beauty. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to. I'm using splits, by the way. Whoops. Whoops. Here we go. I'm using splits, by the way, on my end. So, we have a fight with Mickey trying to rescue Kairi. You might have heard her in the other Kingdom Hearts games. She's, like, somehow alive in this world, even though this takes place 10 years before the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't get it either. She's, like, 11 in that game, even though in this game she's, like, 4. Really don't get it. Inconsistencies. They're wonderful. Alright. These birds are being a bit of a troll right now. There we go. Typical Shadow spoiling Disney movies for everyone. I mean, yeah. Man, this world's gonna be so awesome in KH3. It's like it doesn't exist or something. Alright, we saved Kairi. Got the Destiny's Embrace Keyblade, which is my favorite Keyblade in this game because whenever it attacks it sounds like a distorted xylophone. At least that's what I think it sounds like. So we're gonna grab this Mind Square chest here. I don't remember if my commands leveled up. Magnet level... Okay, they both leveled. Cool. Good. We can combine them together. And do the grinding right now, actually. Because there's some level grinding that we gotta do. Oops. Forgot to equip it. So, if anybody has, like, any sort of questions or like donations need to be read, do it now, because we're gonna have like a good solid 10-15 minutes of grinding. Because this is basically so I'm leveled enough to handle the rest of the game and the final boss.
Yeah, so we don't have any donations right now, but we are taking donations for Pre-NASA 2019 for our main event in June. I'll post something in the chat and where you can donate, but we have some bid wars for runs coming up. So if you want to donate to anything, feel.
Yep. For a good cause, they're a good marathon. I've never actually went, but I would like to someday. Right now, we just need to level Mickey's Dimension Link here, because every Dimension Link has levels. Mickey's Dimension Link at level 2, which is max level, you get double experience, which will speed this grinding up tremendously. We just need the D-Link level drops, which, at the moment, haven't gotten a single one. There it is. Okay, that little star there, that means it leveled. I need another one. Not really much going on, just beating up a bunch of enemies here. Leveling commands at the same time. There's my D-Link level. Perfect. Alright, now this will start speeding up considerably. Once I take out these enemies. Oh yeah, if you're curious, Mickey's D-Link level 1 is, you can randomly teleport away from enemies' attacks, which is kinda cool. Okay, so this is how simple it's gonna be with the grinding here. We just do Sign of Faith, over, and over, and over. It gets pretty repetitive. Basically, we want to be up to level 18 before we're done. And have a bunch of commands leveled. D-Link. Dimension Link. It stands for Dimension Link, you perv. In before, like, I'd like to D-Link with Aqua. I'm sorry. My little T. So we're basically, this is where the most enemies spawn, is the ballroom. We're just killing a bunch of them at a time, over and over and over again, until we're level 18. Which, if things go well, we should only have to do this 4 times. That being the first one. Alright. So Some of our commands should have leveled here, so we're gonna meld them now. Fire, Vera, Thunder, Thundara. Yes, they're tomorrow. Tomorrow at around 8 a.m. EST. I have Toy Story 2 and Tetris Attack tomorrow, which were actually already in pre-NASA the year before. So this is brand new for pre-NASA, at least for me. I was in pre-NASA last year. And I did, I believe, Toy Story 2, Tetris Attack, and I don't remember what else. But I speedrun a whole slew of games, this being one of them. Spoiler alert, Tetris Attack is not actually a game of Tetris. That is true. You'll see tomorrow during the puzzle block, the puzzle game block. Which I'll be opening at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's 2. You have a question ready for TA tomorrow? Alright, sounds good. Okay. Why is Aqua the best BBS character in my opinion? It's not that she's the best character, it's that she's the most consistent. Like, she doesn't have, like, super tough bosses that are, like, rage-inducing. Also, do you see this magic? It's so busted. Ah. No, she's the best. You just have to explain why. There's no argument that she's the best. You're not allowed to argue. Oh, fuck. Okay. She's the best ever because she's waifu. Wait, I don't like waifu. This doesn't work because I'm not into waifus. Dang it, Jan. What have you done? Yeah, this is an online event where we're raising funds for the NASA Marathon, which will be in person, obviously. I'm sure the moderators can promote it, like the location and such. Of where it's gonna be. Okay. We should hopefully be good on levels. There we go. Okay, we're good. Alright, so for our final menu here, use all these lovely shimmering crystals here to get some boost. Hopefully I get Thundaga and not Lightning Ray. We got Thundaga. Okay, good. Sometimes that can turn into something else, which is annoying. But, yeah. Okay. There we go. And we're done with grinding. Not too bad. Too slow again. Rip. Rip, crazy guys. Still have all of you, even if you're slow. Ouch. Ah, dang it. Not what I wanted. I was trying to avoid spawning enemies. Because I need to get to the save point and leave. Okay. There we go. You be a fast boy later tonight. Sounds good, Ezo. Alright. We had a plot going on, right? Oh yeah, we did. Let's do that now. We had just saved Kairi with Mickey. And Aqua gave her a power to protect her. And now there's a robotic Unverse trying to combine together. And we have our first fight with our two friends, Terra and Ventus. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. Forgot they existed because I've been grinding for like 10 minutes. Spent 3 days learning to be fast. Let's go! Go, Mash. Alright, they've combined together to become a Transformer. I mean, a Gundam. I mean, a robotic Unversed. You're tired, slow boy? That's fair. I don't mind having the morning shift, though. I have the most energy in the morning, as you can see. Despite having a cold. So, we're going to be using our Firestorm finish command here. Look at that HP bar go. Alright, he's invincible while he does this move. So I can't touch him. And that's Trinity armor. Pretty easy once you're done with grinding. Because he's very, very weak to fire also. Like, everything's weak to fire in this game. You're going to be hearing fire, fire, fire a lot. It's funny you get to see this game again even though you saw all the KH games last year. Nice. Nice. Alright, I need to do a quick menu here. With Magnera. Fire! NASA Marathon boys, you'd better be staying hydrated. Stay hydrated, bots yelling at you again. Alright. Moving on to our next boss. The one and only boss that is susceptible to magnet, so basically I can pull them in and make them spin around in the air. It's pretty cool that you can actually trap a boss with it. Teslas ran it during AHB Me? Yeah, I remember that. That was a cool run. If you guys don't mind, like, I'll try to keep in touch, like, when ARPG me is, because I have a couple RPG runs besides this that I could submit. I'd be happy to play them. I also run stuff like Paper Mario Glitchless, which yeah, that's it. That's an RPG. He did a different category. This is beginner, by the way. It's any percent beginner. Alright, Vanitas, he's basically darkness. He controls the unversed. We're trying to beat him. And how we're going to beat him, we're going to make him surf in the air. Literally. Like this. Pretty cool. Vanitas, you're doing okay up there, right? You're just hanging 10? Alright, glad to know you're okay up there. Poor Vanitas. Age Anthology 100% relay race? Wait, Anthology? You mean like all of the games? Or 1, 2, and 3? That would be pretty cool. I think that'd be cool. Alright, we're done with Radiant Garden now. We're out of here. And as with Disney and Kingdom Hearts games, we gotta have a minigame, but it's a forced minigame that we have to do. And this minigame, we're playing volleyball with fruits. Yep. Each of the 3 characters has a minigame in Disney Town. It's completely irrelevant to the plot of this game, but we have to do it. Because we have to clear all the worlds. Has some weird lack of magic ability with him being destroyed by sleep. Inventus is run. Oh yeah. Inventus, Inventus, by the way, you're with Mickey, and you just sit there and spam sleep while Mickey wails on him, and somehow Vanitas doesn't wake up. Pretty great. It's the resident sleeper fight. I've run this game with all 3 characters, but I like Aqua the best because, yeah, her strats are very consistent. So for this, we basically want to spike some volleyballs into their net. They're not very good players, by the way. Most of the time they'll score on themselves, especially once nets are introduced. We're pretty much safe once we have 15 points. Like, I could literally put the controller down, and they wouldn't win. Alright, that's 15. I can literally put the controller down now. Because the nets are starting to be introduced. Even the discounted mobile game? Oh no. So yeah, literally just get to... I mean, I could continue playing, but what's the fun in that? It's more fun watching them score on themselves. Or at least try to be competent. Amazingly, they're catching up in points. I gotta say that's a first.
That settles that.
Hello, Nick Air. And that's Disney Town. I know, obligatory minigames are fun, right? So basically, Aqua and her two friends all did some minigames to compete in some dream festival. I don't get it either. And basically, whoever did the best deserves a reward. And they're like, oh, all three of you win, because, yeah, why not? Rhythm minigames are the best. If you want a rhythm minigame, that'd be Ventus. With his wonderful ice cream beat. It's a small world, after all. Alright. To deep space. Lilo and Stitch's world, except we're in space and not in Hawaii. So, interesting twist. Gotta beat a bunch of mobs here. Just easy. Pull them in with magnet. Like always. While they're trapped, just use Thunder and Fission Piraga. There we go. Good mob fight. Exclamation point SpeedKino for questions about the quality. There you go. Marathon's trying something new with the old-timey feels. Alright, so Councilwoman has asked us to investigate a disturbance on the ship, which is actually Stitch. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they tried something new. But yeah, we're going out into space to find to try and find Stitch. Alright, chat. I have a challenge for you. I'm not going to be keeping count, so I'll just assume you're right. Unless you guess something obscure like 4 or like 400. Count how many times Aqua says, take that and gotcha during this fight. She says it a lot. You're probably going to lose count. It's our first fight where we get to fight on the glider. Kinda cool, but repetitive. They're being bullies. $69. Nah, you're too optimistic, man. There we go. Anybody got a final count? If not, it's fine. I don't blame you. I'm surprised Susie wasn't counting. I know she usually counts. Final count, too many. Yep. 100%. There we go. Ah, there's more. Okay, that should be good. Gotta clear out enemies in this room before we use the teleporter. It won't let us. Kind of a pain. Alright. Couldn't find Stitch. Actually, no, we're in another ship. I forgot. We're in another ship right now, technically. Even though the ships look the exact same. And, yeah. Find Stitch in a jail cell. We let him out. And now we get to fight some Inversed. With Stitch. So yeah, just the typical Magnet, Thunder, Fission, Firaga shenanigans during mob fights. There we go. It's the mob fight in the jail with Stitch. No, it's not. I don't think. On my end, it isn't. Maybe on the Marathon's end, I don't know. Alright, this room's pretty cool. Get to do some zero gravity here, which is neat. Oh, I forgot to do a menu. I'm hoping that I can still... Okay, yeah, I can. Cool. Alright, I need Mind Square and Poison and Air Slide. There we go. Ah! I'm not sure either. Alright, Gantu. I forgot to mention that Gantu failed his job and now we have to punish him. Because the councilwoman asked us to. So, we get to fight Gantu with Stitch. He's like, no, I want to kill Stitch. And the councilwoman like, no, we need him alive. And he's got a big old hitbox. So we're going to be using Poison. And that's Gantu. Literally just spam magic the fight and wear him down with Poison. And we're done with Deep Space now. Next, we're moving on to Olympus Coliseum, the world of Hercules. Only a couple more worlds. There's Olympus, there's Neverland. There's a couple story-related ones where there's no fights, and then there's the final world. Alright, quick menu here. Equip the Keyblade that I just got. And in this world, Hercules is still a wimp, where he doesn't realize his god powers yet. He's just a wimpy human. So we gotta help him out against these Unversed. So, we got more mob fights to do, everybody's favorite. There we go. Mob fight with Hercules done. Now we get to enter the games, because Phil wants to prove that we're a hero, I guess. Actually, no, Aqua's still looking for Terra. That's the real reason. She's like, you can fight the champion, Terra, who won the games. Like, wait a second, Terra? So we need to grab this chest here behind the pillar. Some healing magic that we'll need for later. Quick menu here. Okay. Then just enter the games. Enter... Get on the Hydra's back! No, I'm sorry, this isn't KH2. Alright, 10 rounds. Pretty simple. We just take out a bunch of unbursts as fast as we possibly can. Took me a minute to scroll through that. Pretty simple stuff. Oh my god. So those enemies that I got the Abounding Crystal off of a while ago in Radiant Garden, they normally have only a 4% chance of dropping it, normally. And they dropped one. So, that's cool. I got a 4% drop that I don't need anymore. Isn't that ironic? Whoops. Okay, stop. There we go. So, there's a safe way to do the 10th fight with these jelly shades, because they love to attack you. It costs a few seconds, but you basically just Spellweaver finish. That's why I hadn't used it the entire time. Alright. So here we find Zack, another competitor, who has entered the games to try to find his boy crush, Terra. They have a bromance going on. And then Zack's like, you're pretty, Aqua. Would you like to go on a date? And Aqua's like, no, stranger danger. Alright, we have the longest menu of the game here. I need to sell crap until I have about 6,000. Grab a couple extra here. We're gonna grab a sliding dash, some Furagas, and some ignites. Then menu, where you're gonna be hearing fire, fire a lot. Like, a lot. And now we fight Zack. As stranger danger. We don't want to date him. Nah, just kidding. We have to advance in the games. Literally just spam fire for most of the rest of these bosses. That's Zack. But wait, there's more. We haven't seen Hades yet. He's got to have some sort of relevance, because it's Olympus, right? Right, okay. So they're like, as a bonus match, we're gonna have you fight. Hades is like, I'm gonna fight you. But of course, it's Hades. He's the god of the underworld. He's got to cheat, and he's like, "But I'm gonna bring backup. I'm gonna bring my Ice Titan." And Zack's like, "That's not fair. I'm gonna back you up." And Aqua's like, "No, no." Aqua's like, "Nope. I'm an independent woman who don't need no man." Because she's awesome like that. The first thing we're gonna do is target Ice Titan. Oh yeah, and Hades is gonna say, "All yours, Frosty." He always does.
All yours, Frosty.
Okay, now Hades. And of course he turned red, which means he's invincible, by the way. So that loses like 10 seconds right there. So now we're just gonna rush him. Until he's dead. And that's Olympus Coliseum. He's immune to fire, so it's like, I wonder how you damage him. You just smack him a bunch with your overpowered Keyblade. He turned red. I can't believe he's seething with rage. Alright, off to Neverland. So, in this world, there's a reason that I equipped Sliding Dash. It's for movement purposes only, because there's a couple long sections that'll help us with, like, optimizing movement, because it just lunges us forward. So basically, of course, Aqua's still trying to find her friends. They're like, "Hey," Peter Pan and the kids are like, "Hey, we played with Ventus. He put one of his things in our treasure chest, and we're gonna go find it. Want to come along?" And she's like, "Sure, I guess." Like that. Yeah, I'm capturing via my Elgato. Hey Aries, good to see you. What's up, dude? Ah! Not what I meant to do. I meant to jump there. It's fine. Only loses like 15 seconds. Platforming this is kind of a jerk. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna land in the pixie dust, but I did. Yay! Alright. Double flight. We're not even going to equip it. It allows us to double jump. We don't need it. Like, at all. Alright, menu here. For our next boss fight, which is Vanitas again. This time he's not vulnerable to magic. Uh-oh. It's very possible to die during this fight. Very possible, so I have to be careful. It's basically a hit and run fight. So, I'm gonna be kind of quiet, because I need to concentrate. It is very possible to die during this fight. So with Ignite that I just equipped, it allows us to do more damage over time by burning, which is cool. Oh yeah, Vanitas now has a new trick of enjoying warping away from your attacks, which is kind of annoying. Alright, now he's got a new trick up his sleeve. Now that he's only on a bar of health, he gets to do what's called his desperation move. Where he goes underground and tries to lunge at you. Pretty good Vanitas fight. I didn't die, so there's that. And that's Neverland. Now we got a couple of stories that basically we're just skipping a bunch of cutscenes, and then the final world. Arius with the Bob Ross knowledge, as always. Ares is the Bob Ross of NASA. And also my friend. So we went to Destiny Islands to meet Sora and Riku and gave them the power to fight, basically. Excuse me. Hiccups. I'm doing pretty good on commentary despite having a sore throat. Yeah. we meet with Yen Sid, who is basically Terra and Ericus had a fight. Ericus is the Keyblade Master of Light for Aqua, Terra, and Ventus. Xehanort is the Master of Darkness. Xehanort has destroyed their homeworld, and Aqua doesn't know until later, but she's like, hey, why is my world gone? And then Yensid's tower appears, and like, this is what happened. Go find him. Go find Xehanort, defeat him. Alright. And Blade Graveyard. The final world. We have 2 bosses left. Just 2. I need to equip that. This is the final menu of the game, by the way. Okay, Twister Trench. Either this is going to go well and I'm not swallowed by a single Twister, or this is going to go poorly. I'm going to get sucked up by like 2 of them. There we go. Not a single one. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of that. Basically, you want to touch, like, the base of the twisters there, and they'll stop chasing you. You just go one after another, after another, after another. I'm not consistent at that, so I'm glad that I got 0 twisters in a marathon. But basically, if you get sucked up into a twister, you have to fight a mob of inversed. And it loses time. Alright. So, I'm not really going to explain the plot here, just because it's complicated. It's very complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. So, yeah. If you really want to know, look it up. But we're fighting Braig, who is Zigbar. I'm going to be playing a bit defensively here. Because he can and will kill you if you're not careful. Alright, that's his Desperation move right there. I'm gonna heal up here. You can deflect his shots back at him with Barrier. Which is another way. That's like the casual way to beat him. And that's Braig. He's not Zigbar yet. Nope, not yet. This is 10 years before that. Alright. Now, Ventus and Vanitas have combined together. Aqua needs to save him. Because Vanitas is the dark half of Ventus. Ventus is the light half. I don't know. Plot, man. But, this is the final fight. Time is going to come up when I get the final hit. So I will shout for that. Really didn't want that. That's a time waster there. Alright, so that desperation move that Vanitas had earlier, he just regularly uses it now. But don't worry, he has a new desperation move. Okay, there's his desperation move. You can literally wail on him while he's charging it. Alright, he's got a bar and a half of health left, so time will be soon. Time. Not bad. I actually PB'd. Alright, so that was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Aqua 90% beginner. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the marathon. And hope you guys enjoy the run. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, around the same time, 8 a.m. Eastern, with Toy Story 2 and Tetris Attack. Until then.